Hey guys, so I didn't post a video last week, so I'm a lot late actually. But I thought I would tell you my experience with CheapAir and CheapOair. Big difference. So for Harley's graduation, we planned a trip for Hawaii. I had 5 people going, and so I booked the flights. I booked them through CheapAir, and everything was good to go. And then Corona happened. So our flight ended up getting canceled. Oh, let me back up a little bit. So I got all the 5 people booked, and then we convinced my dad to go with us as well. So then I was like, oh, all right, I'll book him like I booked everybody else. And I accidentally booked him on CheapOair, which I learned was a bad idea. So anyways, Corona happened. All of the flights got canceled, and we decided, hey, we still want to go on our trip, so we will have a credit and rebook. So I got a hold of CheapAir, rebooked for July 7th, which hopefully can happen, because as of right now, all of Hawaii is quarantining anybody new coming in for 2 weeks, which my trip is only a week. I don't want to pay for 2 weeks and then have to stay in my condo the whole time. So hopefully by July 7th, they're over that. So CheapAir says, oh yeah, we will work with you. We'll rebook you for those dates. They rebooked all 5 of us. We started out on United Airlines, and they said, oh, this time we're going to switch you over to Delta. And the cool thing about that is that Delta doesn't charge for one carry-on, and United charged $30 for every carry-on, and I didn't know that. So that was super nice, because I'll always have at least one carry-on, and that would have been times 5. So that was good to know. So then it's like, okay, we've got this all set up. I did actually figure out while trying to rebook that I had done it through 2 different booking companies. I was like, why do I keep getting this for my dad and not everybody else? Or why do I keep getting this for everybody else and not my dad? So I get a hold of CheapOair, and they tell me that I cannot switch him to the Delta flight that the rest of my family is on, that he has to stay on United, that they can't switch the flight to another carrier. And so he would be like 3 or 4 hours behind us on everything. He'd be on a different flight. It would just be really hard, because we'd have to stop in another state and then get on another flight, and so it just would really suck. And so in doing this, they were also going to charge me another $140 for this flight that I didn't cancel. And I get that everybody's going through this Corona thing and blah, blah, blah. It sucks, and not everybody's able to be lenient. But CheapAir gave me the exact same price to go a month later, and actually saved me money on my flight. So back to CheapOair. So then I told them, no, I'm not going to pay an extra $140 for him to be lagging behind us the whole trip. So I said, let's just go ahead and do a refund. Nope, sorry. We can't do a refund. Can't do a refund? Why not? We're not doing refunds. It's like, I didn't cancel my initial trip. You canceled it. And if it doesn't work out, you should refund me. They refused. And so then they sent me an email. She's like, well, obviously we're not going to come to an agreement, so we'll just keep you where you're at as future whatever. Well, I don't need one ticket in the future to go somewhere for one person. So anyways, and we don't ever fly. It's something we rarely do. And probably the next time that we'll fly is when Jordan graduates in 2 years. So super annoyed. This has gone on for a few weeks now, trying to figure out, I asked him if I could speak to a manager. Every time I'm on hold for at least an hour before I give up and hang up. So I decided to call United Airlines directly. I told United what was going on, and they graciously canceled my flight, and I have a refund coming. It should be here in 21 to 30 days, so that should be back on my card. So super excited for that. I'm going to get back a hold of CheapAir, add my dad to our agenda in case we get pushed again. Then it'll be easier to push the 6 of us to the time we need it. Moral of this story: don't use CheapOair. Make sure you know which company you're going through when you're making your deals, because it makes such a mess. It's been such a mess. But I just wanted to give 5 stars out to CheapAir. They were super accommodating and awesome. Same with the condo in Hawaii. They rebooked us without any additional fees. I wish I could remember the name. Anali, something. Anyways, it's right by the beach. They're awesome. When we go to Hawaii, I'll do a video on how great they are. They're great poolside. They're hot tub. They're so close to the ocean. Everything. I'll show you that. But yeah, the condo people, they worked awesome with us through this whole COVID thing. CheapAir worked amazingly with us, and actually United Airlines worked really well with us too. So props to them. But I would definitely say, as far as flexibility and customer service and all that, CheapOair, not so good. Wouldn't recommend them. I give them a 1 star. We'll give you 1 star because I'm feeling nice. So anyways, there's my rant rave customer review for CheapAir and CheapOair. So CheapAir is the winner. Book with CheapAir. They're awesome. Thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, and comment if you have anything to say, any thoughts or feelings about a situation that you've had during the whole coronavirus and how the company's treated you. Love you. Bye.